What up, Aries? How are you? I have missed you to the moon and back. What's up? Welcome. It's me, Archer. Technically, it's not. I'm filling in for Archer. I'm Amanda. Amanda Hug and Kiss. But I'm here to read for you, so it's cool, right? We're going to pull on the current energies for the beginning, first week of October of 2025. But do indeed remember that these readings are timeless, so whenever they find you is exactly when they're supposed to. And thanks for being here, too. Whatever message comes out, good, bad, or indifferent, don't you worry, I will convey it across to you, because when you're with me, you are ultimately and definitely protected. I'm your ride or die. I got your back, and I'm still your crystals. And I've missed you. It's about darn time we started doing some October readings, right? So let's tap in and let's tune in, because it's about darn time. In a minute, I'm going to need a tarot reading from Archer to pump me up. Why do all tarot readers sing? Did we all seriously want to be singers at one point in our lives or something? Well, anyways, we all got... Dude, why aren't the tarot readers getting together and starting a band? I'll play bass. His name's Bill. It's named after Bill Black, Elvis's bass player. He's got some good vibes in him. It's cool vibes. Sometimes he leaves his back to the camera, but not usually. Anyhow, let's keep rolling. We should do that, shouldn't we? What's up, Lindsay? Hey, Anime Life. D. Aries in the house. What's up, Mary? Hey, Melissa. Jessica, how's it going? Hi, Sarah. All right, you guys ready? Aries, everybody's turning out for you, so let's dive in. All right, God, give me 2 shuffles for Aries. Tap me in. Think about your person, Aries. Here we go. You ready? All right. Let's talk Madam Boo Boo for a few. 2 shuffles. Let's go. 1 and 1.5. Hold on. The 2 of Cups. Okay, so I'm connecting into a soulmate bond. And even more than that, this is like just a telepathic, energetical connection. Maybe some of you guys have been developing more of your like intuitive abilities, or your you guys are still working this out, even though you're not in the same room, basically. Temperance. Ooh, they're finna take some action soon. Sag and Cancer vibes showing up. All right, let's go. We got to keep the energetical rhythm, though. That's how I was taught to do this stuff. If we all want to be singers anyways, you got to do a 1, 2, 3, 4 before you start the song, right? That's what this is. So it's 1 and 2, energetical rhythm. On that note, let's love this deck for our amazingly awesome Taurians. I can't help it. It's how I learned. Let's go. Overall energy is Judgment, Scorpio energy, which tells me right now that the thing I got to watch is your dominant rock Mars moving into Scorpio. Some secrets being revealed, veils being lifted, and the devil finally meeting their match with the Sun card. This is all major arcana starting out. So the energy is a major shift that leads you right to the 3 of Cups. So there is a union energy around you right now. And in incoming approaching weather home front, I've got some Taurus vibes off of this. We've got Cancer and Sagittarius, Leo. Of course, it's Leo. Hi. And then Scorpio, too. All right. So let's dig in. Let's see where this goes. All right. Let's start with you. Hey, Janet. What up, Night Drive? Night Drive Baywatch. That's if Kit was a Ford Ranger, it would work. All right. Current. Let's go. We have the Empress. Nice. Libra Taurus energy on the Magician. Good Lord. This is a lot of major arcana in your reading, Aries. And the Star card, of course. So far, it's like all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana. Oh my gosh, how can you not be feeling a giant shift in the energies around you? And it all is coming your way. Your antenna is being turned on. You're in receiving mode. So you're dealing with this much major arcana, because major arcana signifies major planetary shifts, right? How can you not be dealing with moments of anxiety, anxious feelings? I mean, Saturn retrograding in Pisces, that's kind of a lot right there. But then your dominant rock moves into Scorpio. That's only a few days away, too. So it's like questioning mixed with the energy of Strawberry Fields Forever, where nothing is real, and trying to make sense of it all while you're kind of almost in like a sit and spin purgatory, where like your wheels have no firm grip to draw in the successful family vibes that you've been dreaming about with the Star card. Whoa, this is heavy. All right, we'll get into this. We'll dig in deeper. I think you're trying to have hope for the future, but your faith in love has been shattered. And it's hard, but we must always have hope for the future, because otherwise, what would we stick up for instead of getting stuck in a rather pessimistic place with no hope? Always got to have a little hope. That Star card, Aquarius energy, shows there's still hope for the future. It's not over yet, with that 3 of Cups being the overall energy. Yeah, plus the Sun card, that's positive vibes. It's like you're coming out of a long time of some negative energies into a more optimistic perspective in the week ahead. You literally might just wake up one morning and be like, wow, I kind of feel better. This is cool. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's get into your person's vibes. Let's see what's going on down here. 'Cause remember, past, present, or future, you are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. 10 of Pentacles. Whoa, this is long term. Whoa. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell you what to do. None of us should tell you guys what to do. You got free will too. Ace of Swords, Saul's conversion. That's my hey text card in the tarot. This is a message that starts and ends the separation cycle on the Three of Swords. Now, Three of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It's a noun, all right? It can be a person, a place, or a thing. Some of y'all, it's a mindset that had to be overrode. Hey, Dolly, what up? How's it going, Rowdy? Eight of Cups into the Ten of Cups shows that this is still leveling up into a Ten of Cups status. Three of Wands answering the call of Abraham tells me to keep your phone nearby you because it's like one phone call is going to make changes on here. Ten of Pentacles shows they've had a bit of an awakening. And you know what else too? Ten of Pentacles, you know, when things were good, there's some good memories here. Those moments like in the car and those like first few conversations, the first of like, oh my gosh, where are we going with this? What in the world? But then the devil stepped in, right? It's only one layer deep in the overall energy. And you slowly lost the person you'd grown to love. And then it culminated with this fight, Three of Swords. See, I'm thinking for 73% of my Aries that are here, is this Three of Swords is simply a fight that got in the way. I mean, a lot of tarot readers might go tarot novella on such things like such as this, but this one, it's like, this could just be a fight, an ego that got in the way, the rebellion against David. Like you got tired of their ego trip. I think it was brought on because you cared so much and they cared so little, right? Eight of Cups to the Ten of Cups, Pisces energy. It's kind of like, I mean, okay, all right, for 3% of you guys in here, for some of you, they did choose to go back to an ex. Or for the bulk of you, it's almost like they just simply chose a vice or an addiction over you, right? And remember, addictions don't have to always be drinking and drugs. Sometimes it's an addiction to the drama, an addiction to a mindset or a way of living, all right? The situationship vibes, a fear of commitment. Stepping out of a comfort zone can always be a Three of Swords moment. But I think your person's kind of rebelling against it. The Eight of Cups into the Ten of Cups tells me that a change of mindset was required in order for both of you guys for you to allow to be able to see their truths more, because they always were kind of living in a fantasy land that never existed, almost like keeping up with the Joneses kind of a vibes, but also for them to be able to respect your heart better. Ten of Cups. There's still energy of long-term connection here. They couldn't have thought it would be okay to keep living their life like they were single without ever like introducing or including you into their activities or making time for you, right? Some of you guys, you or them, could be born on the third, life path number 3. The 3s seem to be repeating for you a lot too. Empress is the third card, Three of Swords, Three of Wands, 333. Some of you guys might even be waking up at 3:30 in the morning more than usual lately. That's the magic dreaming hour. I mean, I know Black Magic's going to call it the witching hour, but I don't really practice that one. All right. I'm more into the good vibes. It's the hour of prayer. Jesus got up at 3:30 in the morning. It's when the world is still at calm and at peace and it allows you time to like sort your thoughts out. You know, I'm hearing the song off of this Ten of Cups, Ordinary by Alex Warren. Maybe that's been on your radio or your playlist. Like, does anybody listen to a radio anymore? How are you making me date myself or something? Radio. Oh, it's about squelching in the energies. Oh, okay, thanks. Anyways, Ordinary by Alex Warren. Maybe some of you guys even keep that in your playlist or something. And I'm really being drawn to the foliage in the background on the Ten of Cups. Maybe some of you guys, you or them, got a thing for houseplants. Or somebody's actually like working on planting or growing a garden, maybe. Neat. Okay, cool. Give me the Beatles deck. Let's clarify. Could be dealing with a strong Virgo energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Libra, and Taurus are here. You got Aquarius, Cancer, and Sagittarius. Leo's here too. Pisces is pretty strong too. So I'm getting a lot of mutable energy. The ability to adapt. That's needed when your dominant rock moves into Scorpio. Some of you guys could totally do Scorpio. But Gemini's hanging out too. But Gemini's being quiet. Gemini's hiding out behind the scenes. They're just hanging out on that Magician card. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, they are low-key, low-vibe stuck in you. But that Eight of Cups shows an ascension too. Some of you guys might be born on the 8th or the 1st, the 10th, the 17th. Basically anything with a 3 in it, month, day, or year. 10th and the 20th, the 30th is hanging out, the 1st, 31st, and the 27th. Okay. Oh, high temperance. Sagittarius has entered the chat. Nice. The star card on the star card. Whoa. With the King of Wands. Some of you guys got some strong Sagittarius in your chart. maybe even a North Node or something too, or Uranus. But when I get repeating cards, that's God telling me, scry a little deeper into that card, Archer. There's more there than meets the eye. I think you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to like put your future plans in place with God and like kind of make sure he doesn't forget about them. Also, God sure doesn't seem to be able to keep up with you sometimes because it's like you keep manifesting and then it winds up being 2 steps backwards with no steps forward. It's got you frustrated, right? It's like you didn't stutter. You knew exactly what you were going into. You're trying to just lean into like your friend zone, your family around you, but it just seems like you're never heard. Ooh, Aquarius. Some of you guys have strong Aquarius in your chart. Maybe some of you guys identify as a glass child in that, like, maybe you weren't the oldest in the family. Maybe you were just never really felt seen by your parents. Like they had to deal with another problem child and you got ignored. Or some of you guys might have been a latchkey kid, as it were called. Maybe raised by the TV because the parents had stuff going on. But it seems, though, that this has been an energy that is carried with you through into your adult years, that your spiritual awakening is actually allowing you to work through this and process it in your subconscious. Whoa, this is deep. I like reading for you, Aries. Oh my God, I'd hang out with an Aries anytime. This is cool. Want to start a band? All right, anyways, this is all like this whole energy in the subconscious. This is going to culminate King of Wands into the Temperance card with the fire energy. It's your adventure side, the 9th house that Sagittarius rules. Remember, in the tarot, the kings are mutable, queens are cardinal, knights are fixed, pages are young. They don't know what they want to be when they grow up yet, so they're a wild card, right? But this here is some strong sense to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe some of you guys are getting some invites in the not too distant future, or you've already got it, and you're like, no, I'm not into this one. I don't think I'm going. But it's like, something changes. Remember earlier I mentioned that like you just kind of wake up and feel like recharged and boom, ready to roll, right? You may be taking on and going some places that you never even thought about at first. And this, I'm seeing here, this awakening, the 9th house energy on this, especially with the Page of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles on the World card. Well, dude, with the devil again, Toby making the rounds. And that's why you're going to beat him at his own game. Sorry, Toby, not today. Page of Cups of Justice. That's a love offer that you've been waiting for. I think there's going to be a culmination within the next moon cycle that it's going to shed some light on some answers you've been seeking as to why it's taken so long, almost to the point that you feel like God's forgotten about you. God has not forgotten about you, but what he's lining up for you, it's like gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the top. Some of you guys have been living a kind of a nomadic lifestyle. Something about like, or maybe just got plans for a trip or something. Like I'm seeing like a cruise, like the Bahamas. No, wait, spin flip it. Maybe like an Alaskan cruise, a cold cruise or something. I don't know. Something is like, whatever it is though, Toby's not invited along, is he? Because you're closing that cycle with the World card that brings in the love. You're going to get some super duper clarity in the week ahead that's going to actually help you on the course of your direction. Sagittarius energy with the, the archery arrow and all that good stuff, right? That it's the energy that your passions for life will be restored with this like in approaching Page of Cups, warm front, major shifts, massive major arcana all over the board. So it's like, you know what, with the approaching warm front, it's kind of like, remember how your grandmama used to, I don't know if this is even a thing anymore or not, or if I'm just being completely politically incorrect at the day and time, but I just remember it. My Sag grandma just said it. It's like, they used to call it in weather, like an Indian summer, where just when you think there's no love left, everything's gone cold, but then you have that last burst of warmth before you get into the next winter equinox that re-advise, like boom, re-energizes you. You know what I mean? No offense to any political groups or any other kind of group. It's just what my grandmama used to call it. All right. Maybe some of your guys did too. But it's like that last heat wave that comes in for cuffing season that gets you taken completely off the market so you can hunker down and cuddle up for the winter solstice. Because I know everybody thinks you're this passionate wild child fire sign that's just all off the charts and intense and da-da-da. Aries in my life, I know they actually totally dig hanging out with their persons and being like cuddle vibes. Like a teddy bear. Some of you guys, a teddy bear may resonate. You might even still have one that was like a gift or a present or one from your childhood, maybe Winnie the Pooh. It's something, but I dig it. And some of you guys are actually getting very much into like your philanthropy sides, because I'm seeing like in Aries that maybe it's just because we're coming into and approaching like a holiday time of season. Maybe some of you guys are working on giving back. Like maybe somebody works in like a soup kitchen, or maybe you're volunteering to be the Santa Claus. at the Salvation Army this year. Ding, 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 ding. You get to ring the bell. Let me see if the Santa Claus suit fits. 8 of Pentacles on the Page of Wands. You're going to actually, somebody here is for what you have given onto the world with this Empress mode to the Star card, the blessings coming your way are going to just blow your mind. It's really cool. It's like the complete opposite of what you've been going through with that Judgment card. God has not forgotten about you, and I love that. Some of y'all are born on the 14th, 24th. Maybe your person is. 7th and 27th come out. 17th, maybe. Wow, a lot of 1s and 7s in the energy. So I'm going to pop in the 1st and the 11th as well. All right, let's get into the past person vibes. Thanks for being here, too, guys. Love you. Whoop, perfect. Thank you. 9 of Swords. So there's silence right now on the home front. Page of Swords, but they're still watching you. 7 of Swords, though, says they're learning a lesson about deceiving you in the 5 of Cups, and they miss you. They're regretting their decision like big time. Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, that's you. On Justice with a Page of Cups. Right to the Queen of Wands. What up, Violet? My girl Violet Jessup shows up as Barbara Bach in this one. All right? Which does say the 3rd time's the charm, and we're back to Judgment, matching up to this Judgment. So you guys are starting to come into a synchronization. Page of Swords, you taught them more than they realized, and that's why they're still like kind of stalking you a little bit. But mostly the biggest thing on this one is that, yeah, even in that 3 of Swords vibes originally, it seems like the lack of attention towards the connection is what resulted in you being like mind controlled and coming out of it, right? 9 of Swords to the 5 of Cups, where you felt stuck because of the lack of advancement and unsure how to get out of it. For some of you guys, it actually did get serious and you did feel stuck in a living situation due to a 10 of Pentacles, like trapped in a home or couldn't get out, or like not like physically trapped and locked up in a closet or nothing like that. I just mean like maybe it was because it was your guys' home together or you shared the apartment or something. And it was like, well, where do I go? If I'm not here, I'm going to wind up living in a car. Some of you guys might. But Ace of Swords, this conversion was needed with Page of Pentacles to the Emperor. Strong Capricorn, could even be another Aries for some of you guys. Scorpio is pretty lively here with the Page of Cups to the 5 of Cups, though. Justice could be a Libra. Pisces energy is still pretty strong. So is Leo. Actually, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are showing up. But even Judgment and the 3 of Wands are syncing up. And when I keep getting those repeating cards, it's like tumblers coming together on a bike lock. The thing on this is no one really controlled how they reacted during the fight, right? Page of Pentacles on the Emperor. These 2 cards together tell me serious like messages, right? Which words said that can't be taken back, and things that would have shattered your trust to where you're unsure if you can even allow for another chance. It really seems like that for some of you guys that they had to get out of, for some of you guys, they had to get out of an abusive relationship in order to come your way. Like maybe like it's like somebody that's already disconnected from the relationship that they're in. They want to come and be with you, and they're putting the pieces in place in order to end the bad relationship because they want to come with you because you're the good relationship, right? Like somebody that met you before, like still maybe in like a separation or a pending divorce. That might only be for 30% of you guys, 3 to 33% of you guys, just in that fact that it kind of ties into the 3 of Swords vibes, that those 3 of Swords tell me there's 3 options. I got 3 variables, 3 different groups of areas I have to tap into to grab the whole thing. You know what I mean? Remember, take what resonates and just wish well for those on the parts that doesn't, okay? But the Capricorn energy seems pretty strong. Pisces is pretty rough too. So Saturn and the Saturn retrograding to Pisces got this person going through a big change of mindset. And for those of you that are single with no interests of all, your new person is currently breaking up with the current person, which will become a past person. Then they will heal, and you guys, due to a serendipitous, actually it's in no way serendipitous, y'all will think it's serendipitous, but God's like, it's actually exactly what was in the blueprint, how it was supposed to happen, Archer. I'm like, okay, maybe Aries wants to act surprised. But that's what's going on right now. Your new boo is currently breaking up with what's going to become their past boo in order to meet you, and then you guys get to go forward together. Side note, see, told you, reading for multiple groups of Aries. It's cool. All right, let me see what's up with this Emperor on the Page of Cups, because when we come out of Page of Pentacles and we get into the Page of Cups, that's when they start realizing they kind of miss you a lot. 9 of Pentacles, they're in the single vibes. Ooh, so that means whatever Three of Swords energy it is, regardless, this is where everybody comes back together because they are now single. Neat. Okay, Virgo energy. Three of Cups, Cancer's entered the chat. Hello. And the Devil. Whoa, I can't hold it. That is totally not into YouTube community guidelines. And these are collectibles. I will not Sharpie marker these. Sorry, Melissa, I Sharpied yours. I didn't know any better. But yeah, this is George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and Patty Boyd, and I would need a whole nother tarot reading separately just to explain that connection. All right, you might just Google it, look it up. It's an interesting. I'm sure there's tons of Beatle fans that have made YouTube videos about it. Have fun, enjoy. But this is somebody that has had that work to change their mindset. You know, they couldn't have thought it would be okay to keep living their life like they were single without including you in those activities and stuff. Oh, that's the devil vibes. Marie Antoinette, have your cake and eat it too. 10 of Cups. That's okay. 10 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. That wasn't the right mindset. Actually, for some of you guys, Queen of Wands, the Judgment card tells me it's both. Like they've never been able to budget their life and a relationship in order to blend the two successfully. They need more temperance in their life, Sagittarius energy, right? Some of you guys, it could be a mutable sign. They got strong Virgo, Gemini. Gemini is still low key. Pisces and Sagittarius in their chart. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. For those of you dealing with a Gemini, they are still totally silently just stalking you, trying to size you up and suss you out in order to come in. All right, they might even have strong Gemini in their chart. But that's needed to beat this devil energy. 9 of Cups. You wish them well, didn't you? And with the Hermit card on the 9 of Wands, look at all the repeating nines. Number 9, number 9, number 9. This is a massive transformation. And them ending an old cycle. We are in the year of endings. This last quarter of 2025, it's going to wrap it up. You know, in their side, they've completely shut down and ghosted everyone, self-isolating. The only public things they're doing is what they're posting on their social media. It's really taken them a lot of time to address what they could have done differently. Four of Pentacles. Wow, this person thought self-isolation was a good idea. And it really was. God's like, totally, 10 of Cups squared. It was a really good idea because it's what allowed them to come to completion on the old mindsets. They thought it was going to work in their favor, and it really did, but the outcome is exactly not what they were suspecting, right? Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh, there's the water signs. Leo's here, Libra, a lot of Virgo vibes. Gemini on that 9 of Swords. There's that silent vibe energy, but they're getting ready to talk. They're at the stage of grief where they're starting to blame themselves for why nothing ever works out for them, right? You remember how great that stage is, right? But it's needed. That's why you guys had to separate, because you would have protected them from this because you loved them. And God's like, they had to go through this in order to love you, right? 2 of Pentacles. Two of Swords. When are you going to make a decision? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ooh, the repeating twos are going to start stalking you to let you know this is getting closer. So if you've already got repeating twos stalking you, boom, Knight of Wands, you're on point. With the Knight of Cups, for somebody that really knows what they want. And the Knight of Cups is a very unique love offer. This is the one that you never thought would happen. Like George Harrison hanging out sick in New York in the 1960s before the Ed Sullivan Show. And when he thought life couldn't get any worse, his big break and he's got a cold, right? Could have been COVID. I don't know. Probably not. Not in the 60s. Maybe. Who knows? But then the Rickenbacker company calls and offers him the very first prototype 12-string Rickenbacker, which I would learn how to play right-handed in order to get that guitar. I'll tell you what. What if I play better right-handed? Hi, Bill. Anyways, Aries, you never know. You never know about these things. And they didn't either. Because the biggest thing on this is whatever they chose with you that was that wrong choice that they were kind of driven by the devil to do. You know what I mean? Devil made it look really tempting, but it wasn't in the end. For some of you guys, I think they might have sold their soul for some Pop-Tarts back when they were kids. And it's really coming back to bite them on this one. But they were too young with that Page of Cups. The ink never dried. Toby don't want this. Toby's been stalking them for a lot of time, but figured out as they start growing up, they weren't really as into him as they thought they were when they were a kid, listening to Korn and goth music. No, I don't care. Listen to whatever you want. Bet you guys don't believe it, but I have Drowning Pool in my playlist. But the thing on that is, ink never dried. And that's the thing. So the outcome, some of you guys could be in the public eye. I could be reading for a celebrity couple, possibly. Or one of you guys at least. If not, you should be. But the thing on this is that they bury themselves in work in order to protect themselves from the hurt. But they're intentionally relying on and working on trying to open up and stop focusing on work and themselves so much to make time for you. It's like this is the one that's supposed to be gotten right, and this is the first person they've ever dealt with. It actually makes them want to change what they're doing. Everybody else before them, they're like, nope, it's their problem, not mine, right? Emperor vibes. No offense to your major arcana, but it's the card's definition. Just roll with it. But on the thing on that is that you're the one that's like, wait, I want it to work this time. And so it's all quiet, but it's because they're still burning themselves into like do lists and check off lists and scheduling. And it makes so much sense. And I never understood why people sold their souls to the devil anyway. It doesn't make sense. I mean, God's already got the title. He's already got the paperwork. There's a whole it's like trying to retitle a car across state lines. That's a lot of fun. My best buddy in Aquarius down in Kentucky, she had to do it. Florida, Kentucky. Oh my God. And I used to work in the dealership business and couldn't help her. It's crazy. Some of you guys might be trying to transfer car titles or a lost title. I don't know. Anyways, irrelevant to the situation. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But it's like God's already got the paperwork. And God has a really good employer-employee matching program, right? When you say let go and let God, and then you put in the work, God will match you sevenfold. I mean, you don't do any of the work and just say the really cute sayings. 0 times 7 is 0. That's math, but whatever. Anyways, am I up for St. Peter's job? I don't want it. I like this job. No. No. Anyway, see, we can tell God no too. He's like, sorry, I didn't hear you. Talking to the better ear. What? In order to make time for you, God has cut everyone out of their life in order to show them that they were actually neglecting both of you guys this whole time. That by not opening up more to you, it really never let them discover how much potential they have to be a good person. The change of mindset on both sides is needed. And you've done the work. You're already in temperance mode. You're cool. You're killing it with 2-star cards. They're catching up because we're going from repeating 3s, repeating 2s to the repeating 1s. And then boom, it's go time, right? You guys are both at the energies right now with the 3 of Wands on the 3 of Wands, that whose ever turn it is to send the next communication, because y'all, you're going to be in union soon. There's just no way about it. I'm going to have to come to your wedding. I'm going to have to get a lot of wedding presents. Oh my gosh, don't worry, I got y'all covered. The thing on this is, you guys are going to totally be in union soon. I just got chills off of it. Whose ever turn it is to send the next communication. 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. The energy is cleared for departure. Rotate. That's a pilot joke. Some of you guys, somebody might work in the airline industry. But literally, whose ever turn it is to push send, press it. Strength card. One last dose of willpower. This here is literally the press send button. And that ends the 5 swords, 5 stages of grief y'all both are going through because you missed the heck out of each other and you both want to eat at home. It's just another day, right? Something about a train derailment, not for you guys, it's on the news or something. You guys in America, at least, what we all been seeing on the news every day. Well, get ready for something completely different. The John D. Rockefeller vibes are strong with this one. So basically, it's like there's going to be a news of a big old train derailment somewhere in the world. Because John D. Rockefeller was on his way to make a big deal, and he missed the train. The train crashed. He was all upset about it. Then he wound up becoming John D. frickin' Rockefeller. So everything happened for a reason. You're going to find out the reason. And for some reason, that is none of your person are going to be on said train. All right. It's just a related news story for a sign. Some Archerdamus predictions. I told you we get Matt and Boo Boo come up. It's good. I love it. Strong earth energy on this one. You know what? All the signs are here. I mean, you're the cardinal fire sign. How could you not get all the signs to eventually come in and show up correct for you? They're finna take some serious action on this. And I love that for you. Star card on temperance. There's your screen cap for the week ahead. Just go and be yourself and be a star. And whoever's turn it is to press send, press it. What's the worst that could go wrong? Anyway, I love this for you, Aries, and I've missed you guys. Remember, too, this will resonate to any placement of Aries in your chart because you are not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All the parts of your charts, what makes you want. That's why you're the cardinal fire sign. Leo and Sag couldn't handle that job. Only Aries could. And that's why you're you. And that's why you're the leader of the Zodiac. You're there for a reason. And I love you for it. Please hype the video. Please like it. Leave a comment. Even if you just want to leave an emoji, that's cool. Keeps your private life private. God still knows what you're thinking. And check out the link to the link tree down in the description and pinned comments. It'll take you to all the safe to click links. So watch out for fake archers. They are out there. All right. And I'm the fakest fake as they get. Am I AI archer? Ow, no, I'm real. That was my jaw. Stop it, Aries. Okay, that was kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Well played, Aries. Well played. Until next time, I love you, and I'll see you then. Peace and love.